Sao Paulo, of course, the city with 12 million people, they have got wide traffic, they have got world-class food, and they have got serious secrets. So, is it a dream or a nightmare? Of course, today we are uncovering what life really feels like in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Of course, Sao Paulo is Brazil's biggest and the widest city. And of course, let's explore what it is really like to live in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Is it a dream come true or a daily survival game? Of course, let's find out in the city that never ever slows down. So, Sao Paulo is like a giant pizza, full of different flavors, always busy and sometimes a little messy. So, it is home to over 12 million people, of course, making it one of the largest cities in the world. So, imagine a place where skyscrapers stretch forever, and every street feels like a new adventure. So, coming down to the dream side of Sao Paulo, first, the good stuff about Sao Paulo is that Sao Paulo is a land of opportunity. It is Brazil's financial heart where big dreams can actually come true. People come here from all over the country and all over the world to study, to work, and to chase success. So now the fun part about Sao Paulo is that Sao Paulo is a food paradise, with different tastes from all over the world. The food here in Sao Paulo is incredible. You can find Japanese sushi, you can find Italian pizza, you can find Brazilian feijoada, and you can find even Middle Eastern shawarma, all on the same block. And the culture here in Sao Paulo is endless. Of course, they have got art galleries, they have got music festivals, they have got street art, and they have got football. So Sao Paulo never runs out of things to do. It is like living inside a giant carnival that never ends. Then coming down to the nightmare side of Sao Paulo, every dream has its dark side. Sao Paulo's traffic is legendary. Sometimes it takes 2 hours to go just a few kilometers. The city size can feel overwhelming, and the noise never stops. So safety can also be a concern here in Sao Paulo. Like any huge city, there are areas where you need to be careful, especially at night. And there is also the cost of living. Of course, things like rent, food, and transportation can be expensive, especially compared to smaller Brazilian cities. So some people say Sao Paulo feels like a machine, of course, very fast, loud, and always hungry for more. Then there is another thing I want to point out, and that is the language and the community. Of course, most people speak Portuguese, and not everyone speaks English. So learning a little Portuguese helps a lot. But the city has big expat communities, so you will find friends from everywhere. So the real truth about Sao Paulo is that Sao Paulo is not just a dream or a nightmare. It is both, depending on what you are looking for. So if you love energy, diversity, and endless possibilities, you will fall in love with Sao Paulo. But if what you love is peace, quiet, and nature, it might drive you crazy. So Sao Paulo is like a roller coaster. Of course, always thrilling, always scary, and of course, always unforgettable. So is living in Sao Paulo a dream or a nightmare? Maybe it is both, and that is what makes it so alive, because in this city every day is an adventure waiting to happen. So if this video made you curious about life in Brazil, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and like and follow for more travel stories from around the world. And let me know in the comment down below if you would live in Sao Paulo or just visit for the weekend. So ladies and gentlemen, I am Johnny Jive. Let's explore the world together, one city at a time. See you in the next video. Bye bye.